This is a short story about the day the colours fought back. The colours were all lined up on the shelves in the art studio. They spent a lot of time asleep waiting for the artist to arrive and provide some fun. Some of them had been there a long time and seen a lot of exciting paintings and experiments. Others were new and were getting used to their surroundings. Some colours got a lot of use, others not so much. Some knew they were special as they were a favourite of the artist. Purple in particular got made fun of by the other colours as it was used so often. As time went on, some of the newer colours started to get fed up and wanted to see more action. They became quite strident in their demands, jostling in front of other older, more steady colours in order to get attention. Gradually the colours began to split into different factions. The cool colours, blue, green and purple, would take a stand against the warmer colours of red, yellow and orange. The neon colours often showed their reckless and sometimes disturbing nature by voting against all the others, even when it was in their best interest. Sometimes the dark colours would get together, bringing a rather sombre mood to the studio. On other occasions, the bright colours would get together with the neon ones, giving everyone a headache. Red, yellow and blue had something of an elitist attitude. They often would say loftily to the others that they are the only colours that cannot be made by mixing two other colours. Then the white and black would point out that, without them, where would the base coats be for the acrylic pours and the highlights on paintings? The other colours would reply, scoffing that black and white are not real colours, they are neutrals, so they don't get to have an opinion. There were groups of colours who preferred acrylic pours, another group that preferred brush painting, and even a third that didn't mind either way. The first two groups did not see eye to eye and would not even discuss the other's point of view sensibly. Both groups believed they knew best, regardless of other opinions. Colour harmony seemed but a distant memory. Yellow worked overtime trying to keep the peace. It worked with blue to create beautiful shades of green. Then it crossed to the warmer colours and worked with red to create wonderful shades of orange. It worked with purple as a complementary colour, but it was to no avail. The paintbrushes and palette knives shook their heads and sighed, longing for the good old days when everyone got on together. Sometimes during a painting session, the artist lost control of the colours as they took over, creating chaos. The wrong ones would mix together to create a muddy colour overall. The artist would sigh and scrape off the paint and start again. Other times the colours were too keen and would spill over the canvas, ruining the design. The artist would shake her head, pack away her brushes and leave the studio in disappointment. The colours were fools to themselves, as by ruining the painting session, their chance of fun had gone. Things settled down over time, though the bickering and factions were still there. But gradually the colours mellowed as they aged. They were coming to the end of their lives. The colours fought to keep their youth, and as the sands of time started to sweep towards them, they fled in all directions. Their colours mingled and ran out as the inevitable happened and the sand buried them. And a whole range of new colours appeared on the studio shelf to start the cycle all over again.